apartment and told me he wasn't husband material. What? What? What kind of half-assed lame excuse was that? We'd known each other for 5 years, dating for 2, and lived together for 13 months. What did he think was going to happen? I was too mad to even be heard. Furious I'd invested so much time in a man who clearly was terrified of formalizing a commitment. And maybe the fact I wasn't crying into my pillow was a huge wake-up call. That as much as I liked him and believed we'd been wonderfully compatible, I wasn't in love with him. Well, wasn't that a revelation? And had I not been the one to shell out all the money for the expensive lesson in self-discovery, I probably would have thanked him. Instead, I was brainstorming ways to recover the cash. Begging and pleading with vendors got me nowhere, with everyone giving me the same bullshit response: no refunds. So rather than rampaging through the streets cursing his name, I instead did the first impulsive thing I've ever done: take the trip to Vegas myself and go through with the wedding without him. Sure, I knew I wouldn't come out of it with a husband and the start of a new life, but I was damn well going to enjoy the hotel room at the Bellagio and the wedding cake. And while the dress hadn't been exactly traditional, it was white and stunning and deserved the chance to be worn, at least in the hope to attach some happy memories to it before I donated it to Goodwill. And I would have totally been okay with sipping champagne in my wedding dress at the hotel bar by myself. No one needed to bear witness to my first failed attempt at matrimony. But it seemed fate decided that I wasn't supposed to be alone after all. Yeah, a wise one. Words would be a good start. Maybe we shouldn't, Kyle. Or at least that's what he'd told me his name was. I couldn't be sure, much like I couldn't be sure having sex again this morning wasn't a good idea. I mean, damage had been done, right? Bad decisions had been made. What were another few more hours of being reckless? You don't sound convinced, Sarah. My new husband knew me so well. The soft kisses moving to my shoulder feeling just as delicious as they had last night. I think we most definitely should. Ugh, he was probably right. Smart, intuitive, and good-looking. No wonder I had found him so irresistible. That wasn't the deal. My body ignored my brain and my mouth as it twisted around to face him. I only agreed to one night. Wow, he was handsome. Green eyes were framed by dark lashes, his face perfectly angular with a strong jaw covered in just the right amount of stubble, and lips that looked too pretty to belong to a man, pillowy and pink, spectacular for kissing. And while I found it difficult to tear my eyes away from his face, the rest of him was pretty outstanding too. His tall, muscular frame had been initially hidden by a tailored suit, but now there was no hiding how insanely toned and hot he was. Men with a body like that were featured on billboards, usually in their underwear looking smoldering, not in bed with ordinary girls like me. I wasn't even questioning the whys. Surely he could have any girl he wanted. I was happy to live in ignorant bliss. What kind of man would I be if I left you here without at least giving you a morning orgasm? I very much like seeing my wife come. Which he had. Repeatedly. The man had given me so many toe-curling orgasms last night, I wasn't sure where one ended and another began. It had never been like that. Ever. I wasn't sure whether to celebrate or be sad that I would probably never come like that again. I'm not really your wife. It didn't need to be said, and yet my mouth said it anyway. More to convince myself that this suspended state of reality would be crashing down at any moment. I really don't care. His lips.